It's wet Tuesday morning. Anyway, it's not going to rain till dinner time, I don't think. So I'm just putting some urea on this field now on the shore. You can't really see, but can you see this gouge here through the middle of the field? Well, we found a ditch in the wood that's blocked, so John's going to come up with the digger in a minute. You can see where the water's been there's obviously a pipe under the field that's blocked, and the water's just been coming out the pond and then flowing across the surface of the field, and it's just created this sort of canyon through the middle. So we're going to dig down and see if we can unclear the end of the ditch, and hopefully that should get rid of that water that's travelling through the field. Does that make sense? Because I feel like I've just talked in riddles, but I have just been on a Zoom meeting for an hour and a half, so maybe that's why. Anyway, yeah, see what I can find with the digger in a minute. Big tractor, little digger. Oh, it's Morgan. Remember that drain we put in a few months ago, right across this field? It obviously worked because it's nice and green, because it used to be the proper wet bit. I think we need a drain here though. You can see if you go a bit further forwards, this is where the other drain was, where it's that nice green bit here now. So we just need another one next to it, I reckon. I missed it, I was too slow finishing that field, but there's a pipe there and looks to be a mesh on the end of it. Whatever you do, don't let the leaves go down, Morgan. So hopefully, if we can get that clear, then it'll all disappear. It's not something you see every day, is it? This sort of pigeon going for a jet engine. They'll throttle on now, Morgan, you know. We're ready, listen for this now, noise. See the smoke and then we'll hear the roar.
That's a diesel turned up to it too much, isn't it?
Beast. Yeah, I was on the phone, I couldn't get my phone out off the phone quick enough. But yeah, we're trying to get rid of this water now. See a pipe there in the end of that orange pipe, and that's blocked where it goes into there. So for the last few weeks, this has had that much water, we couldn't even see any of that. So we'll come round with the digger now, clean that, and hopefully that'll get it that way down that ditch. I bet last week we'd got the digger stuck coming down here with it. And it's travelling not so bad. It's going to start getting beached now, isn't it? See if we can find the end of that orange pipe. Get the digger onto some dry land. Let's see what we can see down here now. They're all potato tops, I think, that were washed in. Exposed the pipe there. Don't know where the end of it is. The tree roots have got in it, so we can't outlet. It's kind of buried under that sill. Yeah, that pipe is rock solid. Roots and all sorts. Pull them pipes out right back and they're completely solid. Well, that sycamore tree, I don't know, must be 25, 30 years old. They must be 100 years old. So they headed there, and then the trees obviously got in the end of them and blocked it. So they've never. That's why they've stopped working. So anyway, John's going to take the silt out the bottom of that, all that sand. It's only 50, 60 metres. And then the other end of it is where we unblock that gauze. That'll make the ditch run better. And then go across the top here and cut a little bit of a channel to get rid of that surface water. Then when it dries up enough, then we'll put a drain through. But it's not even been dry enough to get the digger across this bit of field until now. You can see the mess it's made coming in and how much it's sunk there. The water's flowing that way and we're actually kind of dredging it from the wrong direction. But if we start at the far end, any leaves that we disturb will be straight into that grill that we've just cleaned. Because if we do it this way, any leaves that flow down we can grab out with the next bucket full every time. So we're not going to end up with a tidal wave of leaves heading for the grill. Just sand in the bottom really, because it is quite sandy land up here. That's just like beach sand. That's what's coming out, just pure sand. Now that's starting to flow now. If we scuttle that out a little bit, if we get rid of all of that. This should have been winter wheat, but we just couldn't move on it. This field of barley isn't so clever. Alright this end, but that end it's not good at all. I'd say it's alright this end. It's not good here on this end either. I'll have to patch it up with spring stuff. It's borderline where you write the whole field off, to be fair. Rob's got the 7/8 out, he's going to take some straw with it, I think. Big job on here. Big mirror set. Now I just had enough to finish the field I was on. I had to level it with my handy shovel. But annoyingly, I've got one more field left to do. But I've run it pretty empty. It's a shame really, because I'd be happy with running it that empty to park it up for a few weeks. But yeah, stick 2 bags in and make it fit the next field. So there's 12.6-ish. Just lifted it up, so now it's settled. 12.6. So we go clear. 1, 2, 6, 0. And then the next field is 10.29. So we divide 12.6 by 10.29. Gives us a rate of 122 kilos. Well, I'm currently putting on 120, so technically I'll have like 20 kilos left, but I reckon I've got 20 kilos at least of mud stuck to the machine. So as it worked out, these 2 bags I've put in will be bang on for the next field, I hope. I just opened the gate on this field and I was on the phone and I had my earpiece in, so I put my phone down here, opened the gate, got in, got on the tractor. I've just been on the phone and spent most of the field. Hung up the phone, went to ring someone else, couldn't find it anywhere, and it's managed to balance on that weight block just out of sight under the bonnet for the whole field. But because I had my earpiece in, I didn't realise. Anyway, luckily I can carry on filming for the day and I've not lost everything. John's been cleaning that ditch and found a culvert and it's got a plastic pipe underneath it. So we've seen someone towing with a chain a car tyre through to clean culverts out. I know it's too small for a car tyre, but Morgan's gone up with a chain, a ratchet strap and a wheelbarrow tyre. So I said throw the ratchet strap through, then pull the chain through, and then hopefully then on the chain we can pull the wheelbarrow tyre and it might clean the culvert out. So hopefully he's got a good video of it.
Trying to clean out this culvert pipe here. Get a quick chain through, hooked to that piece of pipe there. And try and pull it through. Well, don't think that was much of a success. We shall see this one when we start to get any shipped around. done. It's amazing the amount of stuff that was in that pipe. Look at it. Tail now of that pipe that was destroyed in the process.
I'm going to say all done, but there is one field of barley that I was going to write off, but one half it isn't as bad, so I'm going to put another bag of fertiliser in, put some on that, and then if there's any left I'm going to do a light dose of where we're going to patch up, and then hopefully then when we start drilling it'll bounce out the ground very quick. Anyway, Rob's taking straw and there's a wagon turned up for wheat. John's on the digger doing that ditch, and Morgan's there helping him clean the culvert out, so there's only me and Ian left in the yard, so I'll jump on the Merlot, load that up, and then I'll spread that last field. But it has started raining now. Look at this wagon driver, expertly dressed.
Can we get in the
We'll get in the shed, I think, yeah. He wants to get in the shed because otherwise the rain hits the side of the wagon and then the wheat sticks to it and then it makes it all sticky and horrible. Oh yeah, load him up with some wheat. Probably not got room to get him in the shed. Look at that, he's even got the proper hat on as well. I'm going to load him here. The wind's blowing that way, so it's not actually blowing over his wagon yet. Stu, the bee man's just been checking his bees. He's now 1,050 subscribers, so he's pretty chuffed. Like a landmark number of 1,000 on YouTube. Couple of tide marks on this field. See that, where the straws all floating over the flood. Another wet hole there, and a hay cap. The hay caps have been scattered all over this field because they were stacked up when they were taken off. We had a stack over there and it blown everywhere. Anyway, it's just running out now, and it's actually started raining properly now. I've got the wipers on so we can wash the spreader off when I've finished. Shouldn't really look like that after spreading fertiliser. Mate Neil said, why don't you take the wheel weights off? They're not actually that heavy. And it means nut gun and pallet forks. I'm not sure, but they reckon on the fence that when you take them off and put them back on again, you're supposed to use new bolts because they stretch. Don't know whether it's the case on a Valtra. But yeah, left them on. I didn't fill the topper up all the way full anyway. Dead quick birthday bumper. Brody King is 14, Poppy Davis is 30, Rich Whitaker's 40, Fraser Ross is on there, and Carla Brooks is 60, and we're now at £60,821. Happy birthday everyone on there and anyone else whose birthday it is. Morgan reckons yesterday he drilled what, 25 acres to patch it up?
25 acres this year.
Which, fingers crossed, it'll grow and then it'll also produce seed, because that variety isn't suitable really for late drilling, but we didn't want to keep moving half bags of it around the yard for the next 6 months. Anyway, I've got a meeting tonight. The bank have organised a meeting, invited loads of farmers to it, so I'm going to go and... Can you lock that door please, Molly? I'm going to edit for you in daylight, which is a strict change, and head up to that. It's at Wilson's at Tickle Trout. I might even see their wood chipper because they've got a pet salata wood chipper, so I might have to see if I can see that in the yard. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Actually, quickly as well, one last thing. So when they changed the regions round of the NFU and they merged the north with the northeast with the northwest, it meant that there was only one chair for that region, which is now James Mills, because there's 8 regions on his side and only 4 arable on my side. Anyway, there's in a position now to be the vice. No, I think I am the vice, but there's a position to be on the main board as the vice on the National Crops Board, which is what I've sat on for the last few years. But because of the protocol now, I need 20 signatures off arable, NFU members. I don't think they have to be arable farmers, but 20 signatures. And I don't even think they need to be from the Northwest. But when I say signatures, an email is fine. If you can email in and say, I'm an NFU member, this is my membership number, and there's a signature of support for me to be on the North Crops Board, not the Northwest, although I would represent the Northwest because I'm this side of the Pennines. That'd be great. So I could probably send something around some WhatsApp groups, whatever, but I just thought it's easier to put in a video because that's what I do rather than type. So if you've got a chance, there's an email address there, or I'll put it in under this video. If you bang it in to Liz.Houghton at nfu.co.uk, whatever it is, then that'll be great. So thanks for that. I need to do it by Thursday or Friday. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm going. Bye.